Hope everyone's having a good Friday so far. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan, and this is the Friday LEGO Let's Chat. We are working on set 10302, LEGO Optimus Prime. We finished all but 2 bags last week, and that looks like it's going to be some accessories. He's got a jetpack and a gun, and the Matrix of Leadership, which actually goes inside here, which is pretty cool. So that's what we're going to get started on. If you're new to these LEGO Let's Chats, these are kind of informal, really chill streams where I get to chat with the community. We build some LEGO, we take our time, we tend to knoll out the pieces, which is always a fun thing. And yeah, I've really enjoyed this set. This set is very, very cool. And I do have a slight change. I actually have some softbox filters on my lights now. Homemade. But they seem to be doing well. It's still very well lit, but there's less of a harsh reflection from the bulbs. I mean, obviously the shiny plastic is going to be shiny no matter what you do. But so far so good. I'm going to move this guy, and I broke a piece off somewhere. I don't remember where this goes. Oh, I see. Take him off to the side. Bag number 9. If only time zones didn't exist, I would have to stay up. Yeah, time zones are a pain in the butt. We're going to change again in November. Right now I'm on Atlantic time, which is UTC -3, but in November that will become UTC -4. Like a lot of little parts here. So it probably won't take us the afternoon to do these 2 bags. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably switch, and we'll go to Satisfactory when we're done. Made some progress in that game yesterday and had a lot of fun doing it, so we'll probably go back in that direction. Then, I mean, we'll have to decide which LEGO set we do next. Wonder where these are from. It's an odd shape for the orange pieces. There have been pieces in this set that I have never seen in LEGO before, but I don't play a lot with the Ninjago sets, or I don't build any of the the more playset type stuff. I tend to build more the models and collector sets. An odd mustard color for these little beams. So one of the things that we're going to be building, it looks like, is his energon axe that comes out of his hand. Or I guess you can remove the hand. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's something that he holds in this particular version. One of the things they did not want to do was have a lot of parts like be removed from the build when you have to change them around. Hey, Cosmic is here, but not here. How's it going, Cosmic? I'm not here. I might suggest maybe putting it to your community as to which set you build next. I'll put a selection. I could potentially do that. I do have a couple that I've received as gifts, and I'd like to maybe focus on those. So I might. One, I want to do a small set. Like I don't want to do all my big sets all at once. So I'm going to do something small. But I've got several that are like under 500 pieces that we could probably do. A couple of Star Wars ships, tank. So I'll probably put up like, out of the 6, maybe I'll put up 3 or 4. And we can have a vote in the Discord. I'm okay with that. I mean, I want to build all of them. So it's not like, it's never going to be a chore, you know? Quite a variety of pieces. I'm out for plans that you wish were canceled and you're grumpy. Oh, that sucks. I know you mentioned on Discord that it's raining and cold and stuff. It's beautiful here. I almost feel bad being inside. So confused. Why are you so confused, Funky? Yeah, that's true. A good rain will help with the plants. I mean, this time of year, most plants are getting ready to hibernate anyway. I say hibernate, but you know what I mean. The fall cycle. Well, that's annoying. My track buttons for iTunes are not working right now. That's dumb. Why? And that's not a thing. I wonder if it's because I had a Twitch page open previously. And the Stream Deck thought that the last Last thing I wanted to control was the browser, maybe? Take it easy, Cosmic. Have a good afternoon. Round pieces rolling around are always tough. I wonder how many parts there actually are in Lego. Like, what's the unique, colors aside, like I wonder what the unique piece count is in terms of design. A lot of round pieces. Hey Sandy, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Or I guess your day is mostly, your work day is over anyway. But I think out of the sets that I've got, only one of them is not Star Wars. Everything else is Star Wars focused. So many small pieces, wow. First time we've been using this many full Lego bricks too. Normally we're using a combination of plates to build everything. Bag 9! That is not straight at all, but whatever. Have you seen the Medieval Blacksmith set? Yes. Yep. That was originally a Lego Ideas set, I think. Lego in the middle of dinner. Can't get any better. Nice. Alright, so we did his head at the end of last week. I think I read this already. Optimus Prime started his life on Cybertron as a civilian known as Orion Pax, but was rebuilt as Optimus Prime to lead the Autobots in their fight with the Decepticons. Yeah. The Matrix of Leadership is an artifact of great power passed from one Autobot leader to the next. It is thought to be connected to Primus, the creator god of all Transformers. That is what we're building next. So I don't know if it's going to really help with the shine off of the magazine, but it should help at least with shine off the table. So I need this guy and one of these little guys. Oh, 4 of them actually. And they go on each corner. Like that. And then we need one of these orange pieces. They look yellow in the instructions. On the bottom, grab this, grab that, and this connects together with just enough overlap that it probably attaches to this frame. Yep. Well, that was easy. That's that. Now, we built this almost in the very first bag, I think, was this chest. And there's a cavity. You can see there's a couple little clasps inside. And so this should snap. Or I guess rest. Oh no, there's a little bit of a tension there. A little bit of tension there. Not much. Very cool. I think his head swivel piece is a little bit loose. You see his head falls back. I keep on forgetting I should have dug through my closet and got the actual toy. Elkhorn, I think I've used that Minecraft blacksmith shop from Lego as inspiration for Minecraft, but I think I used the image that was the inspiration for the Lego set for my blacksmith. I think Alistair did as well on the Citadel. The Matrix of Leadership bestows upon its holders increased power, which can be used to perform miraculous feats of creation and destruction. Good thing Optimus Prime is a good guy. So this is just going to be a straight up cube build. It looks like this is like the energon cube that it comes with. Sometimes this extra stuff that comes with the Lego is cool, like the axe and the gun are absolutely necessary, but I don't know whether the energon cube is really something I'm excited about. I remember them, of course, from the cartoon. That goes that, and then we go back the other way. It is kind of a neat way they've made it look like a prism. The way that they've kind of like zigzagged the blocks around. Not a terribly exciting build. I mean, this little part is. The Matrix of Leadership was cool. And I'm not sure about this. Like, I'd have to look back at the cartoons to know whether they had solid tops and bottoms on them. This reminds me of something you'd see in a Minecraft set. But it is neat how they did like the staggered bricks all the way around. That's that. It's pink. There's nothing wrong with pink. Where's Cosmic when you need her? An Energon cube is a safe and convenient way of storing and transporting energon, the most prominent fuel and food used by the Transformers. Boink. Ah, the energon axe. This might be something that he actually holds instead of going in his fist. In the cartoons, his fist would disappear and the axe would come out of it. These are really odd orange color pieces. I almost wish they were a little bit more saturated. And then this last piece gets twisted on the end. This piece. Nope. Nice. And this goes on underneath. Master Zen, hello. Been a little while. Hope you're doing well. Always good to see folks that haven't been by in a while. So now we need this piece. I think it's this. Uh-oh. Oops. And then this goes on the bottom of that. Oh, I hate it when I crinkle the pages. Two of the mustard things. I've got a funny feeling those are supposed to be shiny, but I could be wrong. They go through here. The snug fit. Be really curious to look up a review of this after I've like fully built it. see if people have the same criticisms that I do. Like that. And then we've got 2 of these. Now, are these the same? Yep. Are they going to mirror one another? They're going to be different. They're going to be different. Cool. Then we use the big red piece. And 2 of the orange pieces. Struggling to listen to the spawn chunks, and I'm already 1 episode behind. I thought once a week was slow, but now that I have stuff all the time, at least I'm enjoying it. Oh, you mean you're struggling to keep up? That's fine. I mean, it's a news show, but like honestly, right now there's not a lot of news going on, so you're not missing much. I mean, that's going to change in 2 weeks. Well, probably about a week. I'm sure, like, the October 15th is Minecraft Live, and I'm assuming the week before that, so from the 10th, whatever Monday is, Monday the 10th, we're probably going to start to see trickles. So now we're on to another piece. This piece. That. 2 of these again. These 2. Those are neat. There was a bunch of sets that came out a while ago from Lego that were like Mechazoid type action things. They were really cool. All the pieces that they came with have been used in different builds. Goes like that, and then we used this guy. It's always cool to not have a final picture of what's really happening. Like, I know what this is going to be, but I didn't look too closely at the final image. Optimus Prime first used his iconic energon axe in his duel with Megatron atop the Sherman Dam in the G1 episode More Than Meets the Eye Part 2. I remember that. It's funny how stuff like that just sticks with you. And this one. And then these connect. This way. Oops. And then this slides on the end. This way is up. Will run for fun. Nice. You still have your Prime from the early 80s. I do as well. The die-cast metal action figure? Yep. Or at least parts of it were metal. I have mine as well. I have a bunch of really cool Beast Wars Transformer toys too. I really like those because they were plastic, but they at least looked metal. The transmetal ones were really good. I'm not sure why I was collecting them. I enjoyed the cartoon. I mean, that cartoon was live on TV when I was learning to be an animator, so I was really into it. CG cartoons on TV that were good were hard to come by. Let's connect those. And then connect that to this piece. Oh, cool. That's a neat way of making the axe. I like what they're doing with the blade of it. That's neat. And you put two pieces here. Huh. So it's only one-sided. A lot of exposed Lego stuff on the other side. Flip it over, and this goes in this connection here. And then this connects into those little claw pieces. Yeah. Neat. We're using the brown piece. I like that they give you like a 1-to-1. So I guess this goes in this one first. And then this goes on the end. Now, we can remove his hand, flip the hand piece down, and then install the axe. So we do actually remove his hand if we want to. Flip the hand piece down. This goes on the bottom. It's like this. Oops. Oh, I see. It just connects into that black piece. This. Oh, I see. There's a little black piece in here. Nope. The head is very floppy. So that's how that connects. Cool. It's heavy. His arm does stay up though. The axe is quite heavy, but it doesn't pull the mechanism down, so that's cool. His hands are really neat. I like his hands. The Transformer, not the metal model. I don't have the trailer anymore though. So the trailer was plastic, but I'm pretty sure that the Transformer toy, the Optimus Prime, had metal parts to it. Certainly these parts on the toy were metal. These parts might have been plastic. I want to say they were metal, though. Ooh, now we get to build the blaster. Nice. I can never remember the name of this. I always called it as canon, but it's actually got a specific name. And this piece goes on here. I thought just at a glance, it's on the front of the box, but at a glance they did a really good job with the shape of his blaster. It looks very, very much like I remember. It's got a very distinct shape. Is it an ion blaster? I always thought ion beams were more like disabling weapons. But it's hard, like it depends on what sci-fi property you're talking about. I wish there was more Transformers cartoons. The War for Cybertron cartoons were cool on Netflix, but they lost me by the last season. The Primal season or whatever it was. I really enjoy how LEGO does this great job of changing connection direction with these little L brackets and stuff. So this is actually the butt of the gun. Optimus Prime's primary tool in his fight against the Decepticons is his ion blaster. Capable of firing ionized particles, it's particularly effective against electronic devices, including most Decepticons. And I guess that would make sense. Like, if it's not lethal, but it's going to disable a robot, so why not? It's been a long time since I've really watched any OG Transformer stuff. Ah, the rod goes down there. This piece goes on one of these. They've got some of these like ratchet and axle pieces that have a lot of built-in detail that just works so well for like the guts and the coilings that you'd see in a weapon design like this. Am I missing a piece? Oh, that's wrong. Wrong thing. So this is the handle, it looks like. You can start to see the gun shape now, right? Hey, Minipax, what's going on? From the Transformer Wiki, the Ion Blaster is Optimus Prime's primary weapon. In the original toy and the original cartoon, Prime's weapon was referred to as a laser rifle, but many newer toys have called it an ion blaster. That would make sense. I would imagine Hasbro wants to kind of like minimize the whole gun thing. Something I loved about the Transformers War for Cybertron and Fall for Cybertron games is that you didn't have the weapon to hold. Your entire arm transformed, like Megatron and Optimus Prime, like their whole, not just their fist, but like their whole forearm right up to their elbow would change into the gun. It was super cool. And you could like, oh crap, I might lose connection. Hold on. All right. Oh, that's not good. It's not what I want. This is why I want to switch to a dedicated camera for my Lego streams, is because I'm using my phone. And it's a sturdy arm, but that was an Amazon delivery at the front door, and it's an iPad holder that I had ordered so I can have the chat room a lot closer to me during these Lego streams. So that's going to work out great. It looks like it's going to be a decent piece of kit. It is too much for me to set up for this stream, so I was hoping it was going to arrive before I started today, but it didn't. So, but that's good to have for next time. Good to have for next time. It'll probably take some getting used to. But the good news is that that happened at about the first hour, so that takes care of our first break. Normally I take a break once an hour on stream, gives me a chance to just stretch, refresh my coffee, which I left in the other room. Hold on. All right, that's better. So, a timely interruption. Well, I'm gonna have another delivery tomorrow. I'll get more RAM for the computer as well. Unfortunately, that will not likely arrive before my stream. So it won't be until, I don't even know if Sunday's stream will have extra RAM in the computer. It'll probably be more like, Monday or Tuesday. All right, so we need 2 of these, 1 of those, 1 of these guys. This last piece here. Upgrades, yes. And thank you, Minipacks, for the help with picking out the upgrades. I was on the right track, I just couldn't decide what to do. I was talking with Punished Props, Bill Duran, or Chinbeard on Twitter yesterday, about a potential camera, and he was saying how much he likes his Sony cameras that he uses in his shop. I want to have a camera up here pointing down at the table, and we were talking about it on stream yesterday. Cool angle piece. So now we've got 1 of these. So yeah, he didn't mention any models. He mentioned what my budget, or he asked me what my budget was. And I'm gonna have to buy a cam link as well from Elgato. That seems to be the way to go. People seem to say the Elgato is definitely the way to go. This piece goes in first. Piece goes in second. And I've got the budget for it. I just, I'm trying to decide how much I want to spend on a dedicated camera for the Lego table. I mean, I could use it as a face cam, but that would defeat the purpose of leaving something set up here on the Lego table, I just don't plan on... I don't really plan on adding a face cam. If I do, it'll only be for special occasions. Like I could use it for when we do Minecraft Live, right? Which goes through the middle one. I like that they added that instruction, because there's 3 different spots for this. I'd be really curious to know what these are for. Probably like rotating gears and Technic pieces or motorized Lego. Be my guess. Okay, so now we're on to this guy, and this guy. This is what I mean with the Lego pieces being so, like, this has got ridges on it and it just looks like detail on the gun, right? Instant, like micro detail. What are you getting upgrade wise for the camera? No idea. Yeah, the camera link, CamLink is a good kit. Just seems to work with minimal issues. Yeah, and that's what I'm kind of going for. Like, I'm not going to buy a capture card at this point. I might get a dedicated capture card when I eventually update my PC. But right now, the PC is getting more RAM. I'm getting a new camera for here, the CamLink, the iPad stand, and I'm looking at getting a new monitor. I really don't like my second monitor. And so I want to get another monitor, but I don't know if I need like a 2K monitor for my second screen. But all of the 1080p monitors, like, it's so close to the same cost. And when you're on a 27-inch monitor, 1080p looks crappy. So I just don't know if another 2K monitor is going to tax the system. Most streamers I know who upgraded past a webcam are using a Canon DSLR with CamLink. You don't need a super expensive DSLR for that application. Yeah, that's what we were discussing yesterday. So I had a Canon T8i recommended to me, but that's like, it's expensive. They range from $700 to $800 Canadian, and that to me is overkill for what I want. Sony's are a little bit less expensive. They're more like $500, but there's five things. We were discussing this on stream yesterday. There's 5 things I need. I need clean HDMI out, the ability to have a dumb battery or be able to be plugged into the wall via like a battery pack, excellent autofocus, and there's 2 more things. Oh, be able to be on for a long time without overheating and shutting down. And I can't remember the 5th thing. It's on my phone. I've got it written down on my phone. I'm just going to do a monitor. So the 2K monitor I had is now vertical, and I love it. Oh yeah, that would be cool. I kind of like the symmetry of having both monitors side by side, kind of like that kind of a setup. Where's my hands? Like that kind of a setup. Because or actually, one monitor is flat. That's the monitor I game on. It's flat like this. And then my side monitor is angled like that. And that's where I've got the chat room and everything else. It's actually the reversed. It's like my monitor's here. And then I look, when I stream, I look to my left on a monitor that's over here. But I have the Acer 277U or something. I think it's below the video in the About channel. I think my monitor is part of There we go. I don't remember it being pointy like that, but that's fine. The weapon. Dex doesn't attach to anything. I think it just fits in here. Oh, it does. That's clever. There's 2 studs right there. You actually attach it so it's sturdily, you know, it gets very, very firm on the arm. That's great. Bag number 10. This is what I don't remember. I don't remember him having a jetpack. I thought he had to combine with Jetfire to be able to fly. The jetpack is based on Sideswipe's jetpack. Oh no, I did know this. Alistair and I were talking about this and looking at the wiki. The jetpack is based on Sideswipe's jetpack from the Generation 1 cartoon. Optimus Prime borrowed it in the episode More Than Meets the Eye Part 3 to pursue the Decepticon space cruiser Victory. I don't remember that part, but sure. I just dropped Lego on the floor. Crap. I don't have carpet in here. You'd think in a studio that I would have carpet, but I really dislike carpet in general. And the unfortunate thing is when you drop Lego pieces on laminate floor, they go everywhere. Okay, his head does not want to stay up. I mean, it's fine if he's standing. He's probably not meant to be lying down flat on a table. Bag number 10. Sandy with 200 bits. Bag hype. Moved everything. Wow, that's a big plate. Sandy, thank you for being awesome. I really appreciate it. And thanks again for the 200 bits. Sleepo Pando. Yes, this is a fantastic build. Such a fun kit. Are there any camera shops in Halifax? Yes, there are camera shops in Halifax. That's another good example too. I kind of just figured that I'd find it cheaper online, because that's usually the case. Whenever I've visited a camera shop here, not that I've ever been looking for this purpose, but I've never really found anything that I would consider affordable. I mean, you've got Best Buy and stuff, but you're saying that the camera shops would have secondhand stuff, mini packs? I really like the custom printed pieces rather than putting on stickers. I prefer the custom prints. So I'd imagine the jetpack is going to be like a detachable thing, unless it's somehow part of the truck. I would be impressed if they managed to make it part of the truck. If they're not chain camera stores, they might have secondhand trade and would know enough to vet them before sale. Also, they might be able to give you a hands-on with them to see how you like them. That's fair. I don't have a car, so it's usually tricky getting to those places, but I can, yeah, that's definitely a good thing to look into. There's part of me that just wants to have like a brand new camera, you know? 'Cause I really don't like tech issues, and I know that nothing is perfect, but I feel like you can avoid a lot of tech issues if you go something that's brand new. And none of those camera places, I mean, with all these digital cameras, if anything went wrong, the camera place is just going to send it away to get repaired or replaced by the manufacturer. It's not like it's going to be serviced in-house or anything. I mean, that's an assumption, but I would not be surprised if that was the case. It'll be weird the next time we do a Lego kit if it's like a 500 piece kit to have it done in like 1 or 2 streams. Strange. This is the 4th week. I think we started this the first week of September. Looks like it's going to be a nice chunky jetpack. I get you on wanting something new. I was just thinking about budget-wise. It'll be interesting to see what Bill comes back with. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the Sony A7. I know a couple of YouTubers that use those. So the Sonys that I've had on my list are the A5100, which I think is discontinued, so I'm not super interested in that. Apparently the A6000 required some sort of software hack. I don't want to mess with that. That doesn't sound fun. And then Garrett Weinzierl is a podcaster that I follow, and he was talking about there's like the A7 IV or the A7 III. I can't remember what the numbers are. I wish that they would stop. I wish tech in general would stop using all these numbered lettered SKUs and just start doing, just name things, you know, like call it, you know, like I'm trying to think about in the same way that cars have names, you know, the Accent or the Elantra or Mustang. Like, it's not the Ford 62597, you know. Like, it's just a lot easier to figure out what you're getting. The Sony Optimus Prime. Yes, there you go. You know, something like that would be ideal. I missed one of these little pieces. Wow, I lucked out there. I'm not sure whether this is necessarily a skill or whether I just get lucky sometimes. I bet you these would fit. Well, we were close. We were close. is that? That one. Not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Shiny pages. All right. Diving in. The complicated first step. Build 2 of these. That's interesting that they included the jetpack in this kit. I don't remember that being like an iconic part of the toy. I'm sure it's been part of other Optimus Prime toys. Probably have to buy 2 Transformers to combine together. I'd be curious to see if the designer went back and rewatched the original, like how much content that they went back and watched. I'm trying to remember their name. Joseph Patrick Kyde, Kyde. What's this bit now? This is the jetpack, which, if you missed it, the jetpack is based on Sideswipe's jetpack from the original Generation 1 cartoon. Optimus Prime borrowed it in episode More Than Meets the Eye Part 3 to pursue the Decepticon space cruiser Victory. I thought the space cruiser was called Nemesis, but maybe that's later on. Photoshop has lost all settings after an update. Why, Adobe, why? Do you do Creative Cloud mini packs? I really dislike it when they do that too, by the way. I think there's a way to back up your settings before you update, but I find that Creative Cloud is so persistent and constantly bugging you to update that you get fed up and you're just like, fine, just update, stop bugging me. And then later on you realize, crap, I should have probably backed some stuff up before I did that. But I agree. I think that Adobe should be able to update Photoshop without changing your settings. There are people out there that rely far heavier on Photoshop than I do for their line of work, and like I would be infuriating if I was a professional photographer and like in Photoshop and Lightroom were part of my workflow and they messed up my workflow. Oh man. It's like the new Patreon billing for subscription-based billing over monthly billing. I love that it's opt-in. It's not automatically turned on. Patreon is not saying, here, this is better. They're saying, here's an option. If you and your patrons would like to switch to this, then you can. Which I think I might do. I'm getting a feedback from multiple different people in the Town Hall channel on the Discord. And the nice thing about it is that it does not affect existing patrons. So if you're an existing patron and you don't like it, don't worry about it. It's not going to change anything for you. It's only new patrons coming in that will experience the renewal date as your sign-up date. So to explain it simply, right now, Patreon bills at the top of the month. And what we do be doing is switching it to be billing patrons when they sign up. So if they signed up on the 15th, then they would be next billed on the 15th, and everything would be on the 15th for that particular patron. existing patrons, it doesn't affect anything. The existing patrons would still be billed on the 1st. And it doesn't affect me. I still get paid on the 5th. So, balances out. I use Illustrator daily and keep everything backed up, but Photoshop I only check out once a week, and I tend to be a bit more lax about it. Oh yeah. What do you do in Illustrator, Minipax? Is it like designing for... Is it leatherworking? See, that's the thing, Dan. Like, I think it sounds handy, and then someone else pointed out that if people really, really wanted to stay on the 1st, like if they signed up for the 15th, they're like, hey Joel, is there any way that I could switch to the 1st? You can. You just, on the 1st of the next month, you basically cancel and then subscribe again, and then your date would be new, right? So you can, it gives the people the control. If you want it to be the 1st of the month every month, you totally can. You just have to sign up on the 1st of the month. People do that now anyway. Because of the way that Infinity Cove bills up front, because anybody that wants to be a patron and join Infinity Cove, they want access to the server right away, so they get billed right away. But if they joined on the 25th, they'd be charged $10 for the month and only get 5 days, and then they'd be charged $10 again the next month. So it's just fine, because it's really, I mean, it's mostly about supporting your favorite creator, not about like a service exchange. But I definitely see more Infinity Cove new memberships happening at the 1st of the month rather than mid-month, if that makes any sense. I do all sorts of Illustrator. I use it for SVG editing, for the laser. I make fabric patterns. I sell all made on Illustrator. And right now, I'm doing a lot of streaming graphics and emotes. That's really cool. As a graphic designer, you'd think that I would know how to use Illustrator. I don't. Most of my experience has been web design, which I just lay out in Photoshop, and then I work with a partner to do web design. Ryan Murphy, actually. He's been on the Citadel Cafe a few times. Number of times, actually. And any kind of layout that I've ever done, any kind of books that I've designed, I used InDesign, not Illustrator. I mean, I have to pop into Illustrator every once in a while, but I don't like it. I don't understand why Illustrator is so different than Photoshop in terms of the tools and the hotkeys. I find it kind of infuriating. It's been a while, maybe they've changed it, but even when I was doing all of my my digital cartoons and stuff, I was using Photoshop. Just gonna switch on the music. Hold on. I was trained in InDesign eons ago when I was in education for graphic design, but Illustrator has always been my main area. Minipax, how did I not know that you were trained as a graphic designer? So I went to fine art school, and I trained after my Bachelor of Fine Arts, I went into an animation program. I'm a self-taught graphic designer. Because I've had to, as an entrepreneur, I've had to like design my own websites and my own stream graphics and all kinds of stuff. I'm by no means a great graphic designer. I'm a decent minimalist graphic designer. Where are we here? That's done. That's done. All four of these. Well, that's an interesting shape. This goes like... Nope. That, and then like that. That's cool. I like when they use pieces like this to have like partial plate and partial studs. It's a really fun reminder that you're still building Lego, you know? 2 of those, 2 of these, 4 of these little guys, and 2 of the L plates. Jetpacks come together quite quickly, actually. It certainly has like a fast looking design. So why? I guess I don't know why that's. Not sure why we needed those special pieces. I'm not complaining. I'm just curious. Is that nice thing that I just talked about? That we completely covered it up, you know, with new versions of studs and plates. And then little red pieces go on the end. This goes across the top. And this goes in here. Autobot symbol. That, and these. Oh, I missed the plate. Some fun detail. Who was it Sideswipe? What was the name of his Sideswipe? I don't remember which Autobot Sideswipe is. Jazz was the Porsche. I don't remember who the F1 racer guy was. I don't talk about it much because I didn't work in it really because I found I didn't like being stuck at a desk all the time. And then, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's good skill to have. Like, if you're going to do any kind of online content, having some graphic design, even if it's just like a basic graphic design course, you know, it's always a good thing to have. Mirage, that's right. Mirage was the F1 racer because he could like go invisible and stuff. I remember that now. So who was Sideswipe? What kind of vehicle was Sideswipe? Was he a Ferrari? There was a Ferrari, I think. I knew more of the Decepticons, like Thundercracker and Starscream. And Thundercracker, Starscream, there was a third guy. Soundwave, Shockwave, Megatron, Ravage. What was the Rumble? Rumble was cool. I used to like Rumble. Oh, these goes on the side. That's interesting. I like the use of those beige pieces so you can very clearly see like where your next pieces are going. The underlying structure being different colors that are not used in the outside design. I have a recollection of Sideswipe as a red maroon sports car. Yeah, it was red because I mean Prime is red too, right? It's odd. I had a ton of Transformers toys growing up, but I almost never saw the show. Interesting. See, I was like that with G.I. Joe. I never watched the cartoon, but I had a couple of toys. But for me, Transformers and Ninja Turtles were my two big 80s cartoons. Two of those, two of those, two of these, and just one of those. Ooh, this is interesting. So this all... So the white isn't going to be seen either. A little bit of the black, maybe? Just a little triangle there. That's a cool way to get a triangle in Lego. You don't see that very often. I like how they've used, like, you could have just had a couple of different panels here, but I like how they've used several to kind of get some detail. Although we're going to cover it up in a second. Like, that's really cool. The mirrored panel design there. Two of these go on the front. Again, what a great way to make like an action figure looking stuff. I wish that Star Wars would do more stuff like that. I find that in the Star Wars kits there's an awful lot of exposed studs, and it usually looks more like Lego than a Star Wars ship. Although, my gosh, I'm gonna pilfer my internet minute pick from next week's Citadel Cafe. The Mandalorian Razor Crest has an Ultimate Collector's Edition. It's massive. It's like $700. It's crazy. It's I have the other one. I have 75292, the playset version, which is 1,000 pieces. But the Ultimate Collection Edition is bananas. Like, it's really, really cool looking. It's designed inside and out too, which is cool. Can we see a picture of the new one? Yes. It's on the Lego site now. Just look up UCE Razor Crest. RAZOR on lego.ca or .com, wherever. Watch a lot of Turtles. You watched a lot of Hero Turtles mini packs, or was it Ninja Turtles? Sideswipe was the red Lamborghini. That's what it was. Not a Ferrari, Lamborghini. I sort of remember Sideswipe now. I don't remember his personality, but I remember the vehicle. Lamborghinis are one of my favorite cars to drive in Forza. SweetSandi, thank you. I think what I'm going to do, rather than take a break, I'm going to finish the jetpack. We'll wrap up this portion of the stream day, and then I'll switch over and we'll play Satisfactory for a while. I'll take a decent break between Lego and Satisfactory. Now we're on to these guys here. Hey, look, all the pieces are right here in front of me. This gets flipped over that way. And this goes in here. This is probably how it attaches to Prime. That's really cool. Then we build this the other direction. Same, just mirrored. That. 2 of those, 1 of those, and 2 of these guys. This goes in between here. And then these go in the corner of the black squares. Oops. Where's that from? Or maybe that was just on the table? I guess that was just on the table. The jets. Goes there. There. Goes down the top. And then this goes at the bottom. Lego kind of looks like the engines on like a Star Destroyer from Star Wars. Just naturally because of the way that they connect. And then these go in this section. Interesting that they kind of like shoot out to the side like that. But I guess if you got like a hover jetpack, then that makes sense. $6,000 pieces. What did I say? 2,000? Yeah, 6,000. It's nuts. It's right up there with like, it's close to the Millennium Falcon in terms of the scale, I think. It was Hero Turtles in the UK? I thought so. Alistair has informed me. Oh, that's the whole thing. That's the jetpack. That's cool. And then this, there's these 2 little, oh, we keep on losing foot pieces here. So there are 2 little black pieces there, and these hooks attached to it. And then his head has got room. But I find that whenever you try to put pressure on Prime, he tends to fall apart. What is it about this that keeps on pushing this off? Oh, I've lost both now. Yeah, there's quite a few things that just kind of keep on falling off on him, and I'm not a fan. Okay, so that's the robot built. So you've got the blaster. I'm not sure you can see the profile of that on. And then as far as the jetpack goes, that's what that looks like. And last but not least, I was wondering what this was. It's the plate, the display plate. The nameplate, I guess, is what it's called. Because it gives, like, I think, all of its power ratings and stuff. And then we've got pieces there, and I don't remember. I must have missed that. Huh. So I have a little bit to go. So maybe it's part of his transformation process. Oh, it's something else entirely. Okay. So I have the other stickers that are left. So this is the big one. Okay. Function Commander. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Strength 10. Intelligence 10. Speed 8. Endurance 10. Rank 10. Courage 10. Firepower 8. Skill 10. I wonder what Autobots had a firepower of 10. I wonder if it was like Omega Supreme or maybe Grimlock. The Dinobots were pretty strong, if I remember correctly. Oh, crap. Very sticky sticker. That just sits up like that. And then we get another sticker, and it goes on this thing. I guess this is just maybe his front plate changes. You swap out that when he changes into a truck, maybe? Okay. That's all the parts. That's the whole thing. Pretty cool. And of course, Matrix of Leadership is in his chest. All right. From robot to vehicle mode. Just like the original toy, this LEGO model of Optimus is capable of changing from robot mode to truck mode and back. This is accomplished entirely through moving the components of the model around, so no disassembly is necessary. And they just kind of show you what it's supposed to look like. Oh, they do give you some steps. Okay. So, I remember you used to have instructions for these guys. This comes off. Oh. Remove the jetpack. I think we probably should take the gun out of his hand. And then to make sure legs are together, and they do snap together, there are little hooks in the seam. So there's a click when you snap his legs together. Lift up his hands and rotate those around. Like the thumb is closed. Lift his arms up. This comes up. Ooh. And then he twists around. Which makes sense. And then folds down this way. And then we rotate his head that way. Head goes down. As far as it goes. And then how does that work? That hides his head. This is really cool. Oh, I was supposed to open a flap? Oh, there we go. There's little flaps. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera. Right there. This little thing. That has to be open. Why did that not connect? All right, that's there. Fists come forward, or arms come forward under the front grill, and then we fold the hands down, and they kind of tuck in that position. That's cool. In the original toy, you had to take his hands off. I've lost his hands, I'm sure. And then this comes down. And those come down. Oh, and you are supposed to remove the plate and replace it with the non-lit one. These then turn down to the side. These gas tanks. Tailgate goes down. These things keep on popping off, which is really frustrating. As soon as you move his feet, I'm wondering if I've lost a piece. That's from. Yeah, these little taillight things keep on coming off. Okay. So that's the truck mode. I feel like there's a lot of spaces. But it looks accurate. I'm not happy that it doesn't close here. I feel like it should, but very finicky. It looks like it should connect, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to or not. That does fasten there. It's pretty flat. And then I guess the gun goes on his back. Oh, neat. So close that down. And this goes in here. That. I think it just rests. Oh no, there's a small attachment there. Imagine designing this. Oh, SweetSandi, yeah, this is definitely a feat of Lego engineering, that's for sure. So it's hard to see on the stream, but it's very much a rollable vehicle. So it's hard to pick up without him moving into a different position, but there's the side. And there's the front. These parts a little bit uneven because of the way that the fists go. I think I maybe have the hands too closed. If I open the hands a bit, they might travel down a little bit farther. There is one little connection there. And then from the back, it looks like that. So you can still see his head. Neat. Yeah, I mean, it's not meant to be, I think, necessarily something you're going to play around with a lot, because it does keep on coming apart. I was looking at Lego light kits for this particular model, and unfortunately the Lego light kits, what happens with them is because they're jamming wires between blocks, this part here is like really far forward, like they kind of, it looks like that with the Lego light kit involved. I was like, why would I want to put Lego lights in it if it changes this like line? Like that's a key part of the design is to have that flat, I would think, right? Yeah, like once this thing comes apart, you're kind of screwed. There's not a lot of clips and parts that connect in vehicle mode. You kind of like, it's really difficult for it to stay in this position. Like there's nothing to clip his arms in place. And I keep on losing pieces. Yeah, so it's cool. There is definitely a little bit lacking in the vehicle mode. He was definitely designed to be a robot first, I would think. Saibi, hello. Don't worry, I'm going to change it back. I'm not sure where these little black pieces are coming from. He's definitely more impressive as a robot. I mean, they did it. It does actually change into a truck, but the fact that there's not a lot of snapping to keep him as a truck is frustrating. So I don't know where those black pieces are coming from. And yeah, the head is not the most secure thing either. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. This is always a strange decision too, the switch out on the plate. Yeah, I'm not sure where those came from. Right on. Well, this is the first full set that I've done on the weekly LEGO Let's Chats. The orange thing is his energon axe. So there's axe, gun, energon cube, plate, and matrix of leadership. And the matrix is in here. That's a nice touch. And again, taillight came off. Like, yeah, there's a couple of things here that just don't function very well. So yeah, this is the first full set that we've done. This took all of September. So I do these streams every Friday, and I don't know what the next LEGO set is going to be. It's going to be a Star Wars set, because I think outside of the DeLorean, everything else I have is Star Wars. And we're going to go with a smaller set, something I can complete in 1 or 2 weeks. And I'll probably put a number of options in the Discord and then ask for people that are part of the community to vote on which of the sets they'd like me to do next. You can, of course, follow on Twitter and on Twitch here at Joel Duggan. Instagram is also a good place, although most of my streaming updates go to Twitter. Listen to the Spawn Chunks podcast about Minecraft, the Citadel Cafe podcast about sci-fi and fantasy entertainment. We also talk about Lego on the Citadel Cafe. It's usually the internet pick is usually a Lego pick, so that's been a lot of fun. Don't go anywhere if you're here on Twitch. We are going to continue the streaming afternoon and switch over to Satisfactory. The stream will end, so I get 2 separate VODs, one for Lego, one for Satisfactory, but the channel will be live all afternoon. You are tossing in bits, Saibi 918, 500 bits, roll out bits. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. Glad that you enjoyed the Lego stream. There are no other Transformer Lego sets as far as I know. If there are, I will be very keen on them, I can tell you that. Because this was pretty cool. There's some shortcomings in the truck mode, but the overall build process and the design process of the robot is very, very well done. Very, very well done. So yeah, that's going to be the end of the Lego stream. We will see you in just a few for the Satisfactory stream. Back in a bit.